So Radio Winchcombe, I'm so excited to bring on my next guest. So it's my 10-year anniversary show, and I interviewed Aston a few years ago, and he's back on the show. So let's say hello to Aston Merrygold. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, very, very, very well, thank you.
So actually, you were in Cheltenham a couple of weeks ago, weren't you, with the Rip It Up show?
I was, yes.
And how did you find
that?
that?
Show, actually. Yeah, brilliant. So good. It was probably one of them nights where it's I know the day before everyone was very sore, and we did get to Cheltenham. It was a bit like, okay, cool and warm up, come on, we can pull through this one, and it was it ended up as a fantastic night. So we were more than happy.
And the show,
in front of that Cheltenham crowd.
So the show's been a big success. I've seen loads of reviews online. Obviously, you're with Harry Judd, Lewis Smith. Are there plans where you might be doing that again?
Yes, we just announced. Actually, we're moving to the West End.
Oh wow!
For 4 months, yeah. So starting in February, we're going to be over at the Garrick Theatre for 4 months. So if you missed the show, then you've got to come and see us. And then we've also added our friend Jay McGuinness to the mix as well. So there's just 3 of us. There's 4 of us now trying to impress. So it's we're spending 4 months in the West End, which is crazy.
And you've got obviously you're all former Strictly stars as well. So you're actually back on the Christmas special. It's been announced last week that you're going to be taking part in that. Are you excited to be back?
Very excited, very, very excited, and it's even more exciting. I kind of get to get back on the show with Jeanette and reform the partnership and I suppose get to show everyone what they kind of missed out in the rest of the series. So it's we're excited to showcase our routine.
It was actually, going back to that, it was one of the most controversial things. I remember I had the biggest tantrum. Like, I literally had the biggest sulk when you left the show. I was like one of those people on Twitter, right, that's it, I'm done with the show, not watching it again. To be fair, I did watch it 2 weeks later, but I was so annoyed because you were so good. I mean, everyone had you down as one of those bookies' favourites. So when that decision was made, you must have yourself been shocked, because when you look at other contestants, you must know that you were head and shoulders above a lot of them.
I think, listen, danceability-wise, I've never made it. I've never hidden from the fact that, I do realise that, it's part of my lifestyle. I do love to dance, and I've been, I'm a self-taught dancer. I mean, I'm not a trained dancer anyway, but I just love to dance. So the fact that this opportunity came up and I got a chance to kind of, I suppose, just go back to school and learn everything that I never got taught back in the day was great for me. So, when you're amongst people that, you may be better than, but it all comes down to opinion and how you do on the night. So it doesn't really matter about, I suppose, your skill set, your skill level. It's just about your execution on the night. And listen, you have to take it on the chin. Do you know what I mean? I got kicked out, and I'll try with that. Do you know what I mean? It's as I say, it's just one of those things that happens. Someone has to go, and it was cool. I was all right. It's fun.
Well, there were thousands of people. I remember just reading the tweets, and I was like, "Oh God, this has gone huge." It was in all the papers. But I don't know how you're managing to fit everything in, because you're doing the Rip It Up shows. You're obviously doing Strictly, but you've got, by the way, I've got to say, the most incredible new single, Bon Appetit. I absolutely love it.
Thank you. Thank you very much, man.
I really do. I mean, last time I spoke to you, you had Get Stupid, which I love, but this one is just, it's so good. And you can tell by the song, there's a lot of creative, it's like this is all you. You can tell you've had a lot of input in the song.
Yeah, definitely. I think with this song, more so than any other, it's just, I think, me going, like, coming from Get Stupid, that was a kind of the more fun, soulful side of, playful side of myself, whereas this side now, it's like, I have grown up a lot, and everything that I kind of enjoy listening to in terms of artists, from your Michael Jacksons to your JTs, it's a bit like, this is the real kind of me, in terms of, I do like it a little bit grittier and a bit more R&B, but still have that fun pop side element in terms of, as you can hear in the lyrics and the flow and stuff. So it's as you rightly just said, it's definitely more me, and this is, I suppose, the first in a long line of stuff that I'm just going to kind of just get out there and release, because I'm sick of music just being on the laptop and just having to wait for it to be out there.
And I was going to ask, this obviously single, is this going to be part of an EP, an album? What's the plans going forward with the music?
To be honest, I just want people to hear music, so I'm
Yeah.
just going to constantly just keep giving singles. If I can do one every few weeks, one every month, then I'll definitely be doing that. For me now, I think we're in a world where everything's so accessible that it's a bit like, if you can't beat them, join them. And I'm looking at my fellow peers and other artists and stuff like that, and they're just having fun releasing music where it's everything doesn't need to be so saturated in terms of 40 people looking at something and going, oh, it needs this, this, and this. It's a bit like, if it feels right, go for it. And myself and the team are looking at it now, going, let's just have some fun and give people music. Do you know what I mean? That I suppose that they're asking for. So I'm like, yeah, cool. You know what I mean? This is who Aston Merrygold is. So it's just release season for me.
And I mean, going back to your time in JLS, that you would have been kind of being told, right, this is the song you're going to be doing, this is where you're going to be tomorrow, this is what you're going to wear. But now you have a chance to actually be Aston Merrygold, to actually put the music out there that you're passionate about, put your passion and your love into your lyrics and your music. So do you enjoy that creativity and the fact that this is all you, this is all raw?
Yeah, I mean, listen, don't never get twisted. I think me and the boys were always, for us, it was always our part of our own agenda as well. So, like the 4 colours that came from us, and the way we looked and the way we acted and stuff like that was all us. And it was, in terms of the music, yes, you do have, obviously, we had an amazing A&R team that we worked with that helped us put the record together, and they were, very, very influential and gave us some amazing guidance. But in terms of when you're your own creative, yes, 100%. I mean, there's no better feeling than you kind of making your own decisions and just stepping out there and, effectively, it's like, if someone's starting their own business and, starting from scratch and having to go from the very bottom and kind of, test the waters and see what works, see what doesn't work, and it's exciting. So it's a really, really great place to be in right now.
And I mean, not only is Christmas going to be so special for you, obviously, with the Strictly special, but you're a dad now, and you're going to be experiencing your first Christmas. So you must be so excited about that.
Oh, mate, so excited. Honestly, I think, and Christmas for me is an exciting time anyway, just because it's kind of like a clock-off period where I do get to, run around through the year so much and not really being able to see the family and loved ones as often as I'd like. It's nice to kind of have a really big chunk of time to kind of relax and just spend time with loved ones, and the fact that mine and Sarah's little boy Grayson is here and this is his first Christmas. It's going to be very, very special now.
And lots of presents.
I think for that one, yeah. Lots of presents. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the key. Even though he's at the age where he's more so interested in the box. The colourful box and toy, but it's we'll still make it a very magical Christmas for him. It's his first one, so we have to.
I mean, Aston, I've got to say, from the first time I've interviewed you and even now, you've always come across passionate, and you are an extremely hard worker. And I'm so glad that you're back with the single, because I really think it's going to do extremely well. We're going to play it on the show afterwards as well.
Oh, amazing! Thank you, honestly, mate. I appreciate it. Oh, amazing! Thank you, mate.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's a long line of it coming.
Take care. Thank you so much.
No worries, bro. Take care, man.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.